Ferro, this is the countdown to the Open. The story as follows in the markets, about 15 minutes away from the cash open, with futures looking solid here, up about 0.4%. The story in CPI, yes, it climbs a little bit on the headline number, but it's in line with estimates. The focus on the drama, once again, coming from the nation's capital in Washington, D.C., as the U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is ousted after months of strained relations with the President of the United States, who sometimes even tweeted to disparage the former Exxon CEO. The replacement could well be the CIA Director Mike Pompeo, who the President of the United States has nominated to replace Rex Tillerson. I'm really pleased to say that on a plane right now from Nigeria is Nick Wadhams, who's on a plane with Rex Tillerson. He's our State Department reporter. Nick Wadhams, talk to me about what you know and the atmosphere right now.
Okay, well, I'm actually not on. We just got off the plane, so we landed a couple of hours ago from Nigeria to the U.S. With the Secretary of State. He gave us no indication when we were on the plane that he was about to be fired, though it was a very odd moment, something that struck us as odd at the time, where he did agree to come back and speak with us on the record. And in those on-the-record comments, he was very critical of Russia and the poisoning attack in the UK, which he said clearly had come from Russia, and that was clearly out of lockstep a little bit with the White House. So it certainly appears now, looking back, that there was something he wanted to get off of his chest at that time.
Nick, you cover the State Department, the ins and outs. The Secretary of State has been at odds with this administration, the White House, for quite a while now. What do you think was the straw that really broke the camel's back here?
I think there are so many. I think what you saw really was a sense from the Trump White House that Rex Tillerson was far too conventional in his foreign policy thinking. They wanted someone much more willing to throw bombs in the diplomatic sense, to shake things up, to push harder. Rex Tillerson he's an engineer. He's a process guy. He likes to do things deliberately after an extensive amount of planning and get things right in his mind, no matter how long that takes. The Trump administration has shown a desire to move much more quickly. So you saw these sort of tensions boiling over repeatedly in this administration, and in the end, eventually what you saw was the two sides essentially blocking each other's nominees. That was one reason why the State Department was so poorly staffed. They could not agree on who to put in these posts, largely because of ideological differences. So that led the State Department to be essentially frozen, and that's where we've ended up now.
So, Nick, at the moment we are at a pretty critical juncture in terms of foreign policy with two real hotspots. It's the nuclear agreement with Iran on the line, which the President has been very critical of. And then we have the real prospect of the President of the United States sitting down and meeting with Kim Jong-un of North Korea. Talk to me about how delicate things actually are right now, and how difficult it would be to have a change at the top of the State Department to really push through the goals of this administration anytime soon.
We got about 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes until the market opens.
This exact moment. I mean, it was only a few days ago that the President agreed to this meeting with Kim Jong-un. Rex Tillerson...
Right now I'm kind of watching to see, am I going to be selling Apple and Chevron, or I'm going to hold on longer. Or am I just going to set up like stop losses in case it turns around? Mainly worried about Chevron right now.
Level of upheaval and uncertainty right in the middle of a situation where they're preparing for what could be essentially the biggest handshake in the history of American diplomacy is just extraordinary. Tillerson was also leading the charge on reworking the Iran nuclear deal. So, and all of the people who were doing that under him were political appointees. They were his people. So they will all be sort of chucked out, and they're really going to have to reboot that strategy on Iran.
Nick, the President of the United States saying that he and Tillerson disagreed on Iran. It seems to me that Iran is the situation where there's a real point of tension between the State Department and the President of the United States. What do you think they disagree on specifically, and how will they resolve those issues now they potentially have the likes of Mike Pompeo running the show?
I mean, this really was the big issue. Tillerson, actually, when you look back at it, disagreed with Trump on many things. He disagreed on withdrawing from the Paris Climate Accord, and he was very clear that he disagreed on the decision or the desire by the president to withdraw from the Iran deal. So I think what you'll see is that deal now, if if ever it was in peril, is much more so in peril now because Mike Pompeo is clearly much more of a hardliner. Rex Tillerson was essentially trying to find a way to rework the Iran deal in a way that would keep the U.S. in it, but also
Ooh, it jumped up to 31. I like that.
Clearly, the president was not pleased with that.
Yeah.
And I have to say, the Iran deal just looks like it's in a lot of trouble right now.
Bloomberg's Nick Wadhams, really great to catch up with you. Thank you, sir. The President of the United States saying that he thinks Tillerson is probably much happier now. Coming up on this program, 10 minutes away from the opening bell, we'll get you set up for the Cash Open, run you through some of the US data, and walk you through what you need to be watching 10 minutes away from the Open. This is Bloomberg.
Kind of want to undercut them already, actually. Apologize for that, guys. My computer froze. Looks like I need a new computer soon. It's only second time it's done it since January, so again, I apologize for that.
Equities had discounted 3. They weren't discounting 4, and with it kind of looking like that becomes less of a probability, the equity market will do well, and the bond market will do nothing. This is a repeat of the payroll employment numbers last Friday.
Still with us, Troy Gayeski of Skybridge, Eric Liu of Vander Securities, and Asher Thadia of Neuberger Berman. Asher, we've left you waiting out there in Chicago, so I want to cross out to you and just talk about the markets and get away from the Tillerson show.
I reset all this up.
In terms of inflation, a lot of people talking about Goldilocks, the payrolls report Friday, kind of introducing that theme back onto the table. Does the inflation report today confirm that?
Yeah, I think short term it does. I mean, it kind of confirms that we're in a modestly rising inflation environment in the U.S., and that's kind of consistent with what we're seeing in European inflation and Japanese inflation as well. I think, you know, the issue or the challenge with Goldilocks for the fixed income markets is you know, what does it mean? And in our sense, it probably
Apple's doing good. Chevron's doing alright. It's kind of starting to consolidate right here, while the stochastic is raising. So I'm thinking about getting out of Chevron if it starts to drop. I think I'm gonna set up a stop loss. But anyway, in case it does drop to this support, then I can get in back at that price and then walk away with even more profit. Just I'll probably set my stop loss right at 116.68, something like that.
Depending on where people were positioned, everyone was long commodity stocks, they were short defensive stocks. I think the expectation was clearly high on this front, and so you get these sort of initial pops like you do today, where sort of the disappointment from the fixed income markets is shown. But otherwise, you know, I think we keep going along the lines that we've always done, which is you know, yields will sort of gradually rise up and equities as well.
There's a question mark, Troy,
Since my computer crashed, I'm gonna probably have to do a recover on that.
Let me run through the quote. There's more slack in the labour market than implied by the official unemployment rate, which should allow the fiscal stimulus to be absorbed without much of an effect on inflation. Where do you stand on that debate right now, Troy?
Well, after the payroll report, I think we have to agree with that, right? I mean, the big debate in this cycle has been how many more disaffected workers can you pull off the sidelines.
Yeah.
And that was a tremendous labor report that's also confirmed by today's CPI, that you can run the economy a little bit
Sellers here are hopeful that it'll go up a little bit more before they get out.
without inflation hitting 3 to 3.5%. And that fear really didn't start until late January, early February, and this has kind of taken some of the angst off the table for the time being.
Sean, would that be your take as well, that we can observe more of this as far as the inflation supply constraint story is going?
So again, if you're just joining in, I'm just watching Chevron right now to see if I want to get out. It's done a really nice movement so far. And I kind of want to lock in my profit because it's starting to consolidate here in the 100-day chart. So if it were to switch directions or take a little bit of a dive today, at least I locked in my profit and I can get in at a lower price.
This labor market, and that is that's a dampening impact on wages and potential inflation.
I want to get the take from Bloomberg's Michael McKee, who stands by, has been on top of everything so far this morning. For the Federal Reserve, Mike, how is this?
So we'll just see how it plays out. We got another minute and a half until the open. Let's set up stop loss though, just in case.
Some pressure for a fourth. Even though we saw stable numbers, what we're seeing is a slow build in inflation. There were many more positive moves up in inflation than there were declines. Only a few areas declined, and I have one graph to show you here, and that is the 3-month moving average of the CPI. As you can see, it's moving up, and if you can see this number right there, that's 3%. Over the last 3 months, we're expanding at a more than 3% rate, inflation rising. So we're definitely starting to see it build. It's not out of control. Fed doesn't have to panic, but there is reason to believe they're going to hit their 2% target maybe by the end of the year.
I was out on $20 if I do that.
Former chair Janet Yellen used to blame telecom prices. Talk to me about the base effects and how that's going to change in the next couple of
But
months.
it's okay. So I'm going to set my stop on quote.
Today, in just a moment, I want to cross over to the President of the United States, who made these comments just a few moments ago as he prepared to depart, joined by Andrews.
20 seconds.
I wish Rex Tillerson well. Gina, by the way, who I know very well, who I've worked very closely, will be the first
If I set it here, it might actually hit it right away though.
standing person who also I have gotten to know very well. So I've gotten to know a lot
Let's see if we can just sell it there.
last year, and I'm really at a point where we're getting very close to having the cabinet and other things that I want. But I think Mike Pompeo will be a truly great Secretary of State. I have total confidence in him. And as far as Rex Tillerson is concerned, I very much appreciate his commitment and his service, and I wish him well. He's a good man.
28.
This for a long time. We got along actually quite well, but we disagreed on things. When you look at the Iran deal,
Do I want to cancel my order at the 60?
it was okay. I wanted to either break it or do something, and he felt a little bit differently. So we were not really thinking the same. With Mike Pompeo, we have a very similar thought process. I think it's going to go very well. Rex is a very good man. I like Rex a lot. I really appreciate his commitment and his service, and I'll be speaking to Rex over a long period of time. I can't hear you. No, I really didn't.
This is good right here.
Honestly, I made that decision by myself. Rex wasn't, as you know, in this country. I made the North Korea decision with consultation from many people, but I made that decision by myself. I actually got along well with Rex, but really it was a different mindset. It was a different thinking. What?
Ooh,
Say it again.
a little red there. Starting to struggle.
I respect
I'm going to get out at 40.
the process that we've all gone through together. We have a very good relationship for whatever reason, chemistry, whatever it
Oh,
is,
that's...
people get along.
Why is telling me to reject it if I don't have enough shares and I'm doing exactly 36 and I have 36?
And frankly, I get along well with Rex too.
Look at this. Please check the number of shares you have entered for this order. We did not find enough shares of the security. Are you serious? Right account. 36. 36.
It sounds to me like it would be Russia, based on all of the evidence they have. I don't know if they've come to a conclusion, but she's calling me today. As you know, now we're going to the wall. We're going out to the wall. We're going to be looking at the prototypes, which is very important for our country. But Theresa May is going to be speaking to me today. It sounds to me like they believe it was Russia, and I would certainly take that finding.
What the heck? It's not letting me sell it.
Yeah, as soon as we get the facts straight, and we're going to be speaking with the British today, we're speaking with Theresa May today, and
I'm gonna sell it from online real quick and see if that lets me do it.
condemn Russia or whoever it may be. But I have not spoken to her. I'll speak to her sometime today.
Try.
We're very happy with the decision by the House Intelligence Committee saying there was absolutely no collusion with respect to Russia. And it was a very powerful decision, a very strong decision, backed up, I understand they're going to be releasing.
Okay, it's not letting me sell this. I need to call E-Trade real quick. Apologize, guys, but I need to put this on mute.
That left no doubt. So I want to thank the House Intelligence Committee and all of the people that voted so strongly. I'm looking at Larry Kudlow very strongly. I've known him a long time. We don't agree on everything, but in this case, I think that's good. I want to have a divergent opinion. We agree on most. He now has come around to believing in tariffs as also a negotiating point. You know, I'm renegotiating trade deals, and without tariffs, we wouldn't do nearly as well. But Larry has been a friend of mine for a long time. He backed me very early in the campaign. I think the earliest. I think he was one of my original backers. He's a very, very talented man, a good man, and I think Larry Kudlow has a good chance. I'm also speaking to many others, but I think Larry has a very good chance. Thank you all. I'll see you at the wall. I'll see you at the wall.
That was the President of the United States moments ago on his way to Joint Base Andrews. We now understand he has landed in Marine One at Joint Base Andrews on his way to California in his first trip as president to look at proposals for the wall, hence see you at the wall. The comments as follows on a range of topics, including Iran. On the Iran deal, he said, "I thought it was terrible." That was the disagreement he seemed to have with Rex Tillerson, the former Secretary of State. Mike Pompeo is thinking more in line with the President of the United States. On North Korea, keen to emphasize that he made the decision by himself in consultation with others. Rex Tillerson was not aware of that. He was not in the country. And the President also talking about regarding the UK and the Prime Minister's talks with Russia. The death of a former Russian spy. He's saying he's going to speak to the Prime Minister. It sounds like it is Russia, and perhaps you should take that finding as fact. And then he finished on the replacement for Gary Cohn, and that's what I want to catch up with Michael McKee for very quickly. Larry Kudlow, TV commentator slash economic analyst, Mike McKee. What does this mean for economic policy at the White House?
It probably doesn't mean a whole lot in that Kudlow is much more sympathetic to the free market supply side views of President Trump. He is a long-time conservative, worked in the...
All right, I am back. All right, so it did get me out like I wanted. All right, so starting to struggle. That's why I wanted to get out. So a little bit about what just happened is, I guess I had a live order open right here, but I thought I had it canceled earlier when I hit cancel all CVX, and I guess it didn't cancel it. So that's why it wasn't letting me sell the shares. So that was, I guess, my bad. Alright, so I sold it just because it's struggling a little bit. As you can see here, the MACD is about getting ready to cross to go down. Histogram's going down, stochastic is going down. A little struggle with the price action, so I wanted to get out Now it may get go back up a little bit more, but right now, I wanted to get out because it's consolidating, and if it does drop, then we can get in at a better price, and if it doesn't, then we just get back in and ride it up a little bit more. But right now, we just walked away with that. So that was $150.92 profit on that trade on Chevron that I just got. So on the account with the $4,000. So I'm happy about that. Alright. Let's check out at the same time. As you can see, it's kind of struggling, and it's getting ready to drop, I think. Apple doing very well, where it's about to hit 183. So I'm happy about that. And I think as soon as Apple switches to a downtrend, I'm going to do the same thing and get out of it. I think it's time. Maybe, let's see, chart. Stochastic kind of high. Histogram still increasing. MACD increasing. Price action still increasing. My only concern, I guess, is the stochastic being so high. See where I have this line drawn, that this red one is below, and when it goes green, it goes through, like right through it, like a little bit right there. That's a kind of a struggle there. Although the stochastic here, it's trying to curve to go back up, so that may be a beneficial thing. Apple hitting 183. So this is nice for us.
And Intel, which reportedly had been under some pressure, or perhaps was looking at what it could do, seeing the competitive threat from this combined company, those shares are up 2.4%.
Julie Hyman, great work. It was the top story. In the markets, I guess it still is as far as equities are concerned. For more on the Qualcomm Broadcom situation, we're joined now by Brooke Sutherland, our Bloomberg Gadfly deals reporter. Brooke, get me up to speed on how quickly CFIUS managed.
Okay, so it is trying to increase it back. It took a little dip right there, and now it's trying to increase. So this is actually really good. Ooh, this started really high actually. MACD right here looking like it's gonna curve up more. It's breaking up, so this is actually really good. So if you're still in, then I would stay in. If you went out, then I would hold off just a second.
Only a couple of months ago, Hock Tan, the CEO of Broadcom, stood in the White House with the President of the United States discussing a move back to the United States, investment in America. Several weeks after that, he unveiled an offer, a hostile bid for Qualcomm, and now all of a sudden he's in the President's bad books all over again. What does it mean for the PR front of Broadcom as they look to expand?
Apple, nice. Apple will struggle right here. Seems kind of back as a support right there. I'll move this to Apple so you can watch that. So yesterday there was a question regarding towards my margin, why I can do so much more margin than other people that have the same amount of money in there. So as you can see here, I have 3.9 shares of ARR. You only need one. By the way, I'm going to sell Apple, I think, right there.
Looking at the quote from the President of the United States on killing the deal, there is credible evidence that leads me to believe that Broadcom, by acquiring Qualcomm,
I'm out.
take action that threatens to impair the national security of the United States. This is the second occasion in the last week that a decision by this administration has been grounded in
Yeah, I think that was good.
national security issues.
Yeah, I have 3.9 shares of ARR. You only need one. But ARR is a stock that helps multiply your margin. The reason why behind it, I have no idea. It just does it. I found that out on accident when about a year and a half ago. So I've stuck with it, and it's done me very well. So I've asked E-Trade that question, and all what they told me is that some stocks help increase margin percentage that you can use, and that's all they could tell me. I'm like, okay.
How aggressive this move by CFIUS and this administration actually is. There are US citizens that were being put up to go onto the board of Qualcomm.
Alright, so Chevron, nice.
Qualcomm for national security issues.
Stochastic reaching high though.
In the next month or so, Broadcom may well become a US company.
Alright, in the meantime,
Things mean, and how aggressive is it really what's been done in the last
let's see what we can do to make more money, because I do have a day trade available.
Holders, it probably means that estimates are going to come down because their tax rate is going to be going up. And the other thing that holders need to contemplate is, this company's ability to do sizable M&A. They're now a $20 billion company in revenue. I'm fairly, optimistic that they can do M&A, but I'm not so sure if they can do large M&A. If what we've seen over the last couple of weeks, hamstrings their ability to do large M&A. So
Chevron actually doing very well, better than I thought because of this drop here.
you're making a bet on the
So hopefully
business, the company trades
you guys didn't get out
it's
and
a
stayed in
investment thesis than what
and making more money. If not, I mean, followed me there, so
is the message that comes from this
it's good.
administration is US tech isn't for sale. Is that your takeaway this morning?
Alright, so in the meantime though, let's see some other stocks.
but it does feel, if you look at the semiconductor industry,
So
technology in general,
you guys can't see this right now, but because of how much right here in my margin, and I sold Apple, I actually have margin available of $9,656.90 right now,
just may be a lot smaller in scope.
off of a $2,400 account. So I'm literally using almost 4 times the amount.
Tried to take them over. Wouldn't that be great? CFIUS, who's CFIUS? It's unbelievable. I'm not going to get too many comments from it because it's being unfair, but for anyone that works at Skybridge looking at CFIUS,
Yeah, literally $120 off from using 4 times the amount.
This decision around Superfast, and to be honest, I'm actually surprised by this outcome.
I'm just surprised how quickly it's happened.
Oh yeah, it's surprised.
Skybridge, you've got to be
Apple's was kind of consolidating. It looks like it wants to break up here, but
It's not a corporatist, right? We've been talking about this for a long time. That look at what's happened the past 3-4 months. You had
let's check out Bank of America.
that deal, everyone thought it would go through. Why we weren't sure. You look at the tariffs, so now you look at this fast decision. But you're 100% right. The surprise is how fast they came to the decision. But the outcome should not shock anyone, given the fact that, as your analyst said, the agenda, national security, other political points comes before being a friend of corporate America.
This isn't new. The President of the United States used to be called Barack Obama, and he did something quite similar around the semiconductors business. So we shouldn't be entirely shocked that we've got some
Kind of consolidating right here.
What's difficult, Eric, as an investor, is trying to understand
Looks like it wants to cross here.
of national security now. We We've had a move on tariffs around aluminum and steel. We've now had a move over a potential tie between Broadcom and Qualcomm. But whether
Alright, so let's see here.
aluminum and steel, because it wasn't just any
If it does drop and it touches here again, let's see what it does.
what makes a good friend, so to speak. What
It's at 81.
because traditionally I used to think
See if it bounces back. Because maybe we can then sell it towards 91, get 10 cents out of that.
Everyone does. I think to give the market credit, but what you've seen around all of these issues, including aluminum and the steel tariffs,
Yeah.
is initial volatility picks up, and you saw some very strong reactions initially across the globe. And then, like everything else that we've seen in this administration, it's been kind of tampered down. The market expectations have been sort of built in, and volatility has come down. So I think the market's done a pretty reasonable job of policing expectations and baking all this stuff in.
how should the market and
It's
investors
reaching the top here of this smaller consolidation
you can see how this could play
on the
out.
1 minute.
You've had the President of the United States come out on the record now and say his disagreement with Rex Tillerson was over Iran.
In the meantime, while we're waiting for that,
The President of the United States over Iran.
let's check out more dividend stocks.
Around North Korea were one thing. You could well get them over Iran in the coming months as well. How are you meant to digest that and respond to it as a market participant to a load of news
ARR.
that sounds dramatic, but ultimately might not materialize, might not be acted on?
We're not going to
To start, any
do
potential
ARR, but
focus on M&A. Any deal that
looks like
potentially
tomorrow
has
that is it.
strategic national security importance, they should build in a bigger risk premium, which has already happened. We still think hedge funds are being too optimistic about the Time Warner deal closing with AT&T, just given the stiff opposition. It may prevail in court, but there's going to be stiff opposition. We talked about this before in terms of market-making headlines. You can't overreact in the short term on broader asset classes, but you have to be aware that you're going to get surprises like this from time to time. And from our perspective, you're
Domino's Pizza.
focus on things that will benefit from policy reforms that would be out of the headlines, like the Dodd-Frank reforms we're seeing this week in D.C., which is a big risk for us.
And I know you've got a conviction trade around that as well. Troy, maybe it would just be better full stop to do something that's
Coca-Cola.
Washington, D.C.
We'll check that one in.
Can, however,
KO is their stock.
Good fundamentals that certainly don't need policy reform to help it, that can stand on their own.
Yeah.
And that's what the CDOs of trust preferred securities are. But if you can get a benefit from policy reform that you think has a very high probability of occurring, then that's better yet. So we're 100% with you. Better to avoid DC, but if you have a high probability of benefiting from policy reform, there's no reason to shun investments like that.
Eric, your thoughts?
Look, I think
Okay, volume.
now, not just politically, but within the macro environment as well, where things that
Kind of consolidating right here. It's on an uptrend, but stochastic saying no, he wants to try to pull it down.
doesn't matter in the U.S.
So let's not do that one.
We just bring it back to basics, and we try to simplify everything by trying to understand where people are positioned, where people's expectations are, and then you can assume that the other direction is probably the easier sort of resistance.
Alright, so let's see here.
For us, we continue to just track the data. We look at where flows are going, where positioning is going, and we try to sort of block out a lot of the noise that's coming out of the other areas.
You'd have to say, just to wrap things up with you and Troy, this should be fertile ground for risk assets. Just kind of push all this noise, push all the political news flow to one side. The inflation data is looking subdued here. The output growth numbers look stunning. The revisions for forecasts for earnings look terrific. This should be really good.
Alright, Amazon dropping.
Correct. I mean, obviously the correction is driven more by technical factors and fundamental factors. It started with inflation concerns. But if you think of an environment, not only in the U.S. but globally, where economic growth is still accelerating,
Chevron hit 118. Apple's still basically right where we sold it, where I sold it. That's nice for Chevron though. Could have made another 36 bucks,
I think there'll be some bifurcation. I mean, if you look
but
at
it's okay.
last time, the buyers in the market, it's been retail and corporates, right? The corporate bid in the U.S. is still strong, in Europe less so. And the retail bid, I think, in our view, continues to sort of look risky, given where expectations are.
Eric Luke of Manor Securities, been great to catch up with you guys. Thank you for being so patient.
There's a day chart.
Breaking news, and to Troy Gayeski of Skybridge.
Looking good here, except stochastic right there. It's too high.
In the markets, about 21 minutes into the session, the story as follows. Gains across the board here in the United States, up 0.6% on the S&P 500. fading the drama in Washington, D.C., up 0.75% on the Dow. In the bond market, the story as follows. For Treasuries, yields lower by 2 basis points at 285, and some dollar weakness creeps in over the last hour. Dollar-yen off the highs, euro-dollar pushing higher by 1/3%, at 123.67. From New York, this is Bloomberg.
So I'm just waiting to see what stock we're trading into. Macy's is up 2% because their dividends tomorrow. Ooh, that may be a good buy right there actually. Here it's trying to curve. Here may curve. And some ahead like a support right there. That's why it's turning. Decent volume. Macy's paying 37 cents a share. Almost 38. They're only a $29 stock.
It's time now for the trading diary. What else you need to be watching through the rest of this week? Later today, the US holds a key debt auction after last month's sale due lackluster demand. On Wednesday, Germany's Angela Merkel is inaugurated to a fourth term. China releases industrial production and retail sales. The United States also releases its retail sales and producer prices. In the United States, consumed by breaking news in this administration once again. The Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, ousted, and then Mike Pompeo potentially is going to come in. He's been nominated by the President of the United States. Get me up to speed.
It's a $90
Here in New York. What does it mean?
payout then. And they don't pay it out until April.
Will it bleed into the economy? Will it slow the economy? I mean, certainly the Qualcomm-Broadcom issue could potentially...
We'll see how it does a little bit more.
Given the fact that could have a freezing impact on mergers and acquisitions, this potentially threatens...
See if we're actually going to do that or not.
Deal is somehow taken off the table. If Mike Pompeo, the new Secretary of State, takes a harder line with North Korea, for example, which he seems to be his approach, the question that I have is, where is the safe haven right now? It used to be treasuries, but now you've got, and we'll see today with the 30-year treasury auctions, but, now you have a deepening deficit and people are moving away from U.S. assets. It used to be the dollar. The dollar declined, took a leg lower after the Rex Tillerson news. So there is a big question now, what's the go-to asset for people who are looking for safety?
And whether you need to look outside of traditional havens. I know Goldman have been doing some work on that, and it's still not clear where you should go and what you should do. I spoke to so many investors about this over the last couple of weeks.
Looking at some cheaper stocks.
Just said cash, full stop.
Although cash is a slippery thing, right? Do you go into short-term debt? A lot of people are doing that, and yet still LIBOR, 3-month LIBOR rates at the highest level since 2008. Same with short-term treasury yield. So you're still getting yield there. So even though there is...
It's crossing right there.
To get that short-term safer exposure, still isn't enough to offset the lack of demand and, frankly, the increase in supply from the U.S. government. So these are some of the big questions.
It may cross here, but it's been on a struggle right there.
Don't miss that. She's going to run through the studio any second now. In the markets then, 26 minutes into the session, I've got to say, we fade the Rex Tillerson news very, very quickly. We're up 0.6% on the S&P 500, Dow up by 0.67%. The bond market
This would not be a good buy yet. Look at this curve down. Okay, let's check out the next stock that is also good volume. Siri. Siri used to be on my trading list. It went up in price since I traded though. If you guys want to see the volume right there, Siri. Look at how many people are trying to buy and sell at the same time. But the stock market, its stock stays right where it's at basically most of the time. Let's look at another stock. Ford. Stochastic super high though. Worries me. AMD, it's dropping right there. 1 minute doing good though. Kind of high. How did it do in the pre-market? Okay. This penny stock is dangerous. Could make some good money off of it though. Bank of America dropping.
Economist and television personality Larry Kudlow has a very good chance to be his next economic advisor. The president says the CNBC commentator has now come around to believing in tariffs. Mr. Trump is looking for a replacement for Gary Cohn, the outgoing director of the White House National Economic Council. Inflation in the U.S. keeps creeping up toward the Fed's target without speeding up a lot. The consumer price index rose 0.2% in February, matching estimates. Over the last 12 months, prices increased 2.2%. All that's in line with policymakers' outlook. And for the expectation, there will be 3 interest rate hikes this year. Global news 24 hours a day, powered by more than 2,700 journalists and analysts in more than 120 countries. I'm Kaylee Lyons. This is Bloomberg.
It's 10 a.m. in New York, 2 p.m. in London, and 10 p.m. in Hong Kong. I'm Sherry Yan. And I'm Bonnie Quinn. Welcome to Bloomberg Markets.
not doing too well with those stocks. Let's run a strategy scanner.
White House shakeup. President Trump confirming that Rex Tillerson is out and Mike Pompeo is in as Secretary of State. We have the latest. Plus, bonds rally and the dollar drops on Tillerson's departure as traders also mull over the February CPI bump that wasn't. Not for sale. President Trump blocks Broadcom's takeover bid for Qualcomm for national security reasons.
All right, Abigail Doolittle is with us now. We are about halfway into the first hour of the U.S. trading session, but there's been a lot of news so far, and I'm wondering how markets are reacting. Abigail.
There has been a lot of news, Bonnie, and at this point we're looking at decent gains for the major actors. We have the Dow, S&P 500, and the NASDAQ all higher, as you can see. The tech-heavy NASDAQ lagging just slightly, up 0.4%. Today, the Dow is leading up about 0.6%. A little bit of a reversal of what we've seen more recently, but nonetheless, gains slightly off the highs, but investors seem to be digesting all of the news in a somewhat bullish manner. Let's take a look at an intraday chart of the 10-year yield, because here we are going to see that the 10-year yield has been higher.
No, not enough volume.
Both the CPI data and the Rex Tillerson announcement, we had a move down. So a piece of this could be a bid toward Haven bonds, represented in green, because we do have bonds rallying, but it could also be that CPI data up just 0.2%, just right, if you will, showing growth but not too much. So investors liking that at this point. In fact, though, bonds have been a source of volatility on the year. If we hop into the Bloomberg and take a look at G#, BTV 9662, these are the daily moves for the 10-year yield. Overall, the 10-year yield is up more than 40 basis points, its biggest annual move since 2013, the taper tantrum, but right now we are looking at 2 down days. Again, lots of moves here and a source of volatility for stocks. And then finally, the CPI data did seem to help some of the retailers, Macy's, Nordstrom, and Kohl's. Plus, Macy's is saying that they see a sustainable path for sales comp growth. That, of course, has been a bumpy road for them, Bonnie. But today you have the retailers, the department stores trading higher.
Abigail Doolittle, thank you for that update. All right, we want to get straight to our top story of the day. President Donald Trump ousting Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. Trump tweeting earlier. Mike Pompeo, director of the CIA, will become our new Secretary of State. He will do a fantastic job. Thank you to Rex Tillerson for his...
Okay, so they just got a price target 4 days ago to 20, and it's initiated to outperform by Wells Fargo. It's all 4 days ago. But it's here. It's already up so much by then. So why are you messing up on me? There we go.
Bloomberg's team leader for national security in Washington. Marty, let me come to you first and ask you about the timing.
Apple dropped below 183. Oh, there we go.
For 6 months, more maybe, but now it's happened. Was it because of the Russia comments yesterday that Tillerson took a strong stance, or is it something else? The president seems to think it was Iran this morning.
Well, we've known for a long time that it was an uneasy relationship, but from all the reporting we're hearing this morning, this came as a complete surprise to Rex Tillerson. The timing is pretty interesting. Don't forget there's this primary outside of Pittsburgh tonight, and this has stolen that narrative away from the results of that election, which are very important for the 2018 election. So the timing is a surprise, but the actual event itself isn't.
Bill, so what do we know so far of Rex Tillerson's ouster and the process that led to it? Because right now we're hearing conflicting reports that State Department saying that the secretary did not speak to the president as in unaware of the reason, but he's grateful for the opportunity to serve. We also know, though, that he cut his trip to Africa short. So when did he find out?
Right. Well, you know, we're still trying to sort out some of that. It's clear the State Department has told us that Tillerson had no idea this was coming. He stepped off a plane after a week-long trip in Africa at 4 a.m. this morning. The president's tweet went out a little bit before 9 a.m. There was no indication, except as you mentioned, that the trip had been cut short. Tillerson said he was ill during one point of the trip, and he ended the trip by about a day. But his staff is telling us they had no idea that this was coming now. As you and Marty it's not clear what the spark for that was. It follows a whole wave of departures and turmoil among Trump's close aides, and it'll definitely be a shift in views having someone like Mike Pompeo take over at the State Department.
Marty, I mean, to those who say that President
I think
Trump
we've.
doesn't have positions that he
I don't
just
think
wants
this is a
to
good
avoid,
buy right
the
now.
story of the day is,
Yeah, it's going up. Here it's going up.
thinks that that's not true, right?
It may go up a little bit more actually, but
He has very definite positions on Iran, ripping up the nuclear
it's already moved up so much for AMD.
He has a lot of positions that Trump actually
And another thing that scares me is like it's on a downtrend right here. It may curve around though. When it curves around here, then it may be a good buy. But I think we may have to wait for that, even though it's trying to do that. So it could be tomorrow, but I want to be more certain before I do that.
He's decided to bring people closer to him who he's comfortable with. And Mike Pompeo is just that person who is much more hardline in foreign policy than Rex Tillerson was. Rex Tillerson was much more of a globalist, supporter of NATO, and Mike Pompeo is much closer to Donald Trump in policy.
But Bill, the State Department has been weakened significantly under Mr. Tillerson. We have seen an exodus of mid-career diplomats. What sort of State Department does he leave behind?
You know, and I would expect actually that there would be some senior staff leaving with Tillerson. I'd be very surprised if that doesn't happen. And Mike Pompeo will have his own team. He'll have his close advisors. He'll probably bring some people over from the CIA, people that he worked with on Capitol Hill when he was a Kansas lawmaker. But he is, you know, going to be in the same position of having to argue for more staff in key positions. As Marty said, Pompeo is someone who grew very close to Trump. It'll be interesting to see as Secretary of State, assuming he gets confirmed, if he is someone who will be on the road a lot, or whether he'll want to stay close to the Oval Office. That's going to be a change in outlook, I think, for Pompeo if he takes over. He has to make the decision whether to stay close to home or do the Secretary of State's job, which is largely to be on the road.
Marty, about this election in the Pennsylvania district, I mean, do you really think that this could be a timing issue, that this will distract voters from going to the polls in some way? It might have an impact on it?
Chevron's below 118 now.
For the vote, and I think that Donald Trump trying to kind of usurp the narrative in case the Democrat wins in that race, it's a possibility, but I doubt it. I think Donald Trump makes decisions based on what he thinks he should do, and he just does them and doesn't think about the consequences in terms of news flow.
Marty, just quickly, what do we know about Gina Haspel, who's going to take over the CIA? Because Edward Snowden is tweeting about her that she tortures some folks.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
you take it from who that comes from, but she's a career CIA employee. She's the first female to run that agency, and for an administration that has
This is looking good here.
record of appointing females to,
Only thing is the stochastic is super high.
I think he'll get applauded for this. But she's a career CIA employee.
How's a 5 minute?
The confidence of the agency.
Looks like it's trying to curve here. It's trying to curve up here.
she was, at the first
5 minutes looking very good
has been involved in the extraordinary rendition program, and Snowden is actually saying that she
for
can't
Amazon.
go to the EU because she might face arrest because of her complaint with German federal prosecutors.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we'll see what comes out of those Senate confirmation hearings as well.
Right.
And Marty, thank you so much for that. Bloomberg's Chief Content Officer, Marty Schenker. Also, Bill Ferry is Bloomberg's team leader for national security. Let's get some more insight now into the implications of Mr. Tillerson's departure. Kim Wall is Managing Director of the U.S. for Eurasia Group, is with us on the phone from Washington. He tracks political and policy developments to help investors and corporate clients navigate U.S. political risk. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, given that we have seen this move coming for quite some time, there was a lot of speculation about the fate of Rex Tillerson. What would you advise your investors and clients? Is this anything new or surprising?
No, Sherry, I think as you and Bonnie were talking about, it looks like the market opened on fundamentals after a little bit of a hesitation around this headline, and that makes a lot of sense to me. My sense is going
Struggled right there.
how markets might react. But of course, the first would be, is there any nomination risk around
That was up for today, so that's good.
Likely going to be an involved hearing. The question sessions before are probably going to delve into a wide range of issues that may cause some discomfort. But my sense is going in that Pompeo
Chevron's right back, basically, right, almost right back where we sold it.
Whatever you think about it, the House Intelligence Committee yesterday deciding to close its investigation and doing so with a
Alright.
very full-throated
I wonder if this is a fake breakup or not, because it is consolidating a little bit and the stochastic is super high. So that's why I'm holding out to see if it's a fake or not.
what Tillerson was saying about Russia and their culpability in the 2016 election. So there were a couple of issues for the president to handle, and he's clearly made a decision to change the narrative.
Yes, and he was asked that this morning as he was boarding a plane for San Diego, Kim, and he did say that, you know, we are very happy, quote, with the House Intelligence Committee saying there was no collusion on Russia. But he also did mention that they would condemn Russia if Theresa May, you know, were to show the findings to the U.S. about that spy in Britain, and that, you know, that wouldn't be a problem, that the U.S. would condemn Russia. What did you make of that comment?
Still, I'm worried about the stochastic right here. It's not a good sign right there.
Inconsequential and one that's really important. And around the basket that's really important, the president seems disengaged entirely. That is, what Russia did well before 2016 in interfering in U.S. elections, why they did it, and what damage was done, and how the country might protect itself. These other episodic headlines around Russia are easy and much less consequential, and therefore the president finds it in his interest to side with the world
Struggle.
on these issues.
Fascinating. Kim, I want to ask
See
you
how that 5 minute turns out.
outlook. So we know what he believes about Iran, that the nuclear deal should be torn up. We also know that he has been urging regime change in North Korea. So how would it work if there were to be a summit between President Trump and Kim Jong-un? And
Apple's above 183 again. It's trying to climb. That's good. Chevron, 1770s.
In mind that Secretary Tillerson was not involved in that conversation and the president's decision to accept. So I don't think it changes much of anything. As you pointed out, Bonnie, Pompeo is a hardliner. His worldview fits very neatly with the president. So I would expect that if they continue to negotiate.
See, here's the struggle. So, but here on the 5 minutes, okay, crossing here. But here's the thing, on the 1 minute and the 5 minutes telling me the different things right now. I need them to tell me the same story.
What stance is Mike Pompeo expected to take here?
It's a great point.
So far, guys, you know, what kind of questions do you guys have? Like, do you guys, like, what do you guys think? Let me ask you guys this. Text me or, you know, say something in the chat. What do you guys think? I need the 1 minute and the 5 minute to tell me the exact same thing. Let me ask you guys that.
China and possibly with North Korea in mind, they are going to want to give life to the national security strategy that the president signed December of last year that identified China and Russia as economic adversaries who pose national security risks to the U.S. So as you point out around intellectual property protections, Eurasia Group has long believed that both IP protections and investment in certain sectors is likely going to be curtailed on one end, the investment opportunities for the Chinese here, but also that the administration is intent on protecting IP, U.S. IP, that lands up in China. And so, as of this morning, the negotiating stance from the White House is much tougher across the board on international affairs.
Yeah, Section 301, the next big one. Thank you, Kim Wallace, for joining us, Managing Director of the U.S. for Eurasia Group. Still ahead, U.S. inflation is firming up without revving up as consumer prices creep up towards the Fed's target. What will it mean for the pace of rate hikes? More on that next. This is Bloomberg.
There's a little jump. Stochastic super high though. Drop. So I'm kind of waiting for Stochastic to drop here. So the reason why I wanted to tell me the exact same thing is because when both are telling me the exact same thing, it helps move the stock up a lot faster and smoother. Otherwise, you're gonna see this like a little rocky road just as it tries to climb. Plus, like without it telling me the exact same thing, I don't know whether it's gonna go down or up. It could be either way, because like the 5 minute here on the MACD, it's kind of struggling a little bit. Yeah, it's going up a little bit right now, right here. My histogram is going up, here's going up, here's going up. But on the 1 minute, downtrend right here, it's kind of curving a little bit right here. Stochastic going down, histogram kind of staying in the same area. So like right now, it's okay. Well, what are you trying to do? Are you staying in like a day consolidation? Are you trying to make a move to go back up, or what is it trying to tell me?
Yeah, I think people got very worked up about
11 there.
the January data, both the wage data as well as the CPI numbers. And today, I would
It's
take
good for the 5 minute up here.
contradicts the idea that inflation is
1 minute.
but after kind of a shocking number a month ago, this one feels more normal.
Just trying to do a support right there. See that stochastic drop though a lot. See if it's gonna drop even more.
If you look at core CPI, for example, over the last 3 months, it's annualized a little over 3%, which obviously is much higher than what we've become used to and higher than the Fed's target. So if we continue to see the types of numbers we've seen in recent months, we are going to see an acceleration in inflation, I think, over time.
So investors should rest at ease, at least for now, that what was expected to come from the Fed should be coming just as it was originally scheduled.
Yeah, I think for the moment, I mean, certainly we're going to see a move in March, and the big question that investors are going to be looking at is where are the dots for 2018? And as of December, the Fed was saying 3 hikes.
10.
My guess is there's still going to be, the dots are still going to communicate 3 hikes for 2018. I actually think we're eventually going to get 4, but that transition from the Fed will probably come later.
We also have retail sales numbers tomorrow. Is there anything that we should be worried about here, although we are expecting that
Okay.
from the January number?
So it didn't drop too much, hitting the support right here. And the stochastic did drop a lot though. MACD looks like it may cross soon, but if this can curve now, then it may end up being okay buy. The only thing that I worry about is the 5 minute then, because it's kind of struggling here. The MACD and histogram.
Policy actions are definitely important. I mean, obviously the tax cut in December, the spending hikes that we saw pass in January were both very important. The tariff situation is one that I think economists and market participants are watching very closely. I'm not sure the national security spots, the Secretary of State is necessarily particularly germane, but like you say, I think just the fact that this administration is somewhat less predictable maybe than a conventional one means that people have to be on their toes and looking for the next headline.
Well, this is looking, let's look at a different one. Well, Netflix doing kind of the same thing right now. Curving here though.
Well, I definitely think the administration wants to change the tenor of the trade flows with China. I think the trade deficit obviously is pretty big with China, and clearly Trump has stated he'd like to get that down. And of course what that means is if there's a smaller trade deficit, there has to be less dollars flowing back from China into the U.S. because those dollars do flow back in.
So I think that's something investors have to be aware of. And certainly China's been a heavy investor in the treasury market for years, and that may be one place to keep an
Anything
eye on.
significant enough to derail economic growth or Fed rate hikes?
Well, I mean, the tariff situation in and of itself, if it kind of stays where it is, not necessarily. I think obviously you have the risk, kind of a tail risk of a big trade war where there's retaliation and it goes tit for tat, and you end up with something like what we saw in the 1930s with Smoot-Hawley. I don't think we're necessarily headed there, but it's, it's something.
Here's the curve.
Let's leave it there. Stephen, thank you very much for coming in. Stephen Stanley, Amherst Pierpont Securities Chief Economist.
Here was a dip to move it back up. MACD is kind of struggling here though. Let's see if we can get a little bit better of a curve up on it. Here it's trying to curve up still.
Joining us now to discuss from Washington is Bloomberg's David McLaughlin. David, is that the end of it now? Is this it for Broadcom Qualcomm?
Started up higher here. That's good.
There's no appeal process once the president weighs in and blocks the deal. That is generally it. I think there's an outside chance that Broadcom could challenge the decision. There was a case a few years ago where a company challenged a similar decision by President Barack Obama, but I think that is a tough hill to climb.
But it's not just President Trump. We're also seeing moves from Congress in order to curtail these investments.
Oh, red right there. So right now it's been kind of like a weird day, even for like for the day trading. I think it was good for us to get out of them, for me to get out of the stocks that I was in, but it's just acting a little weird.
To look at foreign investment in the United States, and there is criticism of that deal from some that will make it tougher for foreign investors to do deals here.
What does it mean now for Qualcomm and for Intel, David? I mean, is there another play here?
Well, for Intel, this potentially opens a door because of course Broadcom is making this hostile bid for Qualcomm. Intel is an American company. It presumably, or certainly wouldn't have any issues with CFIUS. There could be antitrust issues. That's a separate matter. So for Intel, I think the door is open if they want to pursue that.
We need at least 4 cents or more if we did Bank of America.
Well, Broadcom last night said that they were reviewing the decision and that they disagreed that the deal would be a national security threat. And all along they have disputed the concerns that were raised by the National Security Panel, CFIUS.
Here it's kind of supporting. Wants to crash right here. This is all looking good.
Sort of made his pitch for the deal, which was that together the two companies combined would have more resources and better able to invest in 5G wireless, and that would be good for the United States and not a security risk. Obviously, that didn't win the day because a few hours later, Trump issued his order.
Can Qualcomm still be the leader in 5G rollout here in the United States without the backing of a Broadcom or somebody else?
Well, the United States certainly thinks so. In CFIUS's letter to Qualcomm and Broadcom, they touted Qualcomm's investment in Qualcomm's leadership in 5G, and said that Qualcomm alone was necessary to protect national security.
David, thank you so much. Bloomberg's David McLaughlin joining us there from Washington. And coming up,
Chevron hitting 118 again, so that's good.
hours after he returned from a nearly week-long trip to Africa. We'll have details next. This is Bloomberg.
Pyramid cross. Bank of America even on Amazon. I think we're gonna see the market take a little dive, just a little one. Let's check out this one. It's having a lot of volume, and it's dropping. Day chart, this is doing very well. It's gone up $20 in the last month. Struggling right now. It's crossing here. Breakdown. Stochastic super low though.
We had CPI data earlier this morning showing a little bit of inflation, but just enough to not show a runaway price increase, sort of a Goldilocks scenario for stocks right there, with the Dow above 25,000 and the S&P 500 also rebounding from yesterday's losses. We had some more knee-jerk reaction from from the Secretary of State Rex Tillerson's departure from the State Department. Treasury yields dipped and also the dollar dropped, but that's now sort of coming back, and 10-year yields flat at the moment.
Alright, let's see here. So here's it's about to hit another bottom here for Amazon, so this is nice.
President Trump says he made the decision to oust Secretary of State Rex Tillerson by himself. The president says the two disagreed on Iran and other issues, and that Tillerson will be much happier now. President Trump is nominating CIA Director Mike Pompeo to replace him. Pompeo is a former member of Congress. Deputy CIA Director Gina Haspel will succeed Pompeo. She'll be the first woman to lead the agency. Meanwhile, President Trump travels today to opposition territory. He's making his first trip to California since he took office. The president's trying to fire up support for a wall along the border with Mexico. He'll look at a number of prototypes near San Diego. The president's having trouble getting Congress to pay for the barrier. A new poll finds that President Trump's steel and aluminum tariffs won't have much impact on the U.S. economy unless the matter gets worse.
Alright, so now that it's basically touching a bottom here, let's see if we can, if it turns around, and if it turns around, then I'll buy it.
And European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker is demanding more clarity on Brexit from British Prime Minister Theresa May. Juncker told the European Parliament it's time to turn speeches into
is good over here. It's on the downtrend still, right here.
Journalists and analysts in more than 120 countries. I'm Kaylee Lyons. This is Bloomberg. Sharon.
Kaylee, thank you. As we've been reporting, President Trump fired Secretary of State Rex Tillerson this morning and is replacing him with CIA Director Mike Pompeo. This ends a tumultuous tenure as America's top diplomat that was marked by a series of...
Okay, if it turns around, I'm gonna buy it. If it doesn't, then I won't. Just because here it's crossing as well.
Following the special elections there. But first, Kevin, let's talk about Mr. Tillerson. Because President Trump saying that he thinks Mr. Tillerson will be much happier now. Was
5, okay, so it didn't.
tumultuous tenure.
Tumultuous to say the least, Sherry. Look, apparently, according to the public statements put out by the State Department, Secretary Tillerson was caught off guard by President Trump's announcement that he would no longer be serving as the nation's top foreign diplomat. CIA Director Mike Pompeo now takes over that role. This is someone who has a close personal relationship with President Trump. We should note that their experiences that they bring to the table are different. This according to a source that works with Mr. Pompeo, who told me that his experience in the intelligence community will now be brought and leveraged into the foreign diplomatic world. That said, in Secretary Tillerson's case, he brought in experience from the corporate world, obviously with his business ties. So a very different path charted forward, a very different alignment of sorts when you talk about policy items such as the Iran agreement, as well as, of course, the Korean Peninsula developments that are very much ongoing. President Trump saying to his administration that he wants a team in place, a new team in place for these new rounds of negotiations.
We all know that morale was pretty low, to say the least, at the State Department. Kevin, do we anticipate that it might improve?
Alright, so it's still dropping a little bit more. Which is okay, because I may try to get it in at the bottom then. Just fine. I knew it was gonna, like the market was gonna take a little dive, so I'm fine with it.
We should note that Gina Haspel becomes the first woman to lead the CIA. So it's a musical chairs of sorts right now in the State Department and the intelligence world. But it's one that is coming at a time in which there is increased pressure, increased scrutiny on the developments of this administration and how they deal with North Korea dictator Kim Jong-un, who they say they are prepared to meet with before May.
Kevin, I can see that it's snowing there in Pennsylvania. Of course, you're following the special elections there. A region that actually President Trump won by, 20 points in the election. So I know that it's still early there, but what are you seeing? What are you hearing?
Well, we're right outside of where Rick Saccone, the Republican candidate, voted right behind me. He voted here, and he's up against Democrat challenger Connor Lamb, who is surging in the polls, running neck and neck in the polls. There has been high-profile surrogates for both sides. Yesterday, we were at an event with Donald Trump Jr., really trying to mobilize the vote for the Republicans. Former Vice President Joe Biden campaigning along with...
Alright, so since this is dropping, we'll just wait for it to turn around and then buy it. Which I can wait as long as it needs to. I'm drawing this line because before I buy it, I want to buy it above this line. It has to start above this line that I'm drawing right here.
Rick Saccone, because he told me he doesn't want to have this country dragged through impeachment proceedings should Democrats seize control in the midterms. This is, of course, being known as a bellwether. I would note, of course, just from a broader investment standpoint, if you're monitoring this, the developments with CFIUS in particular, a steel industry source that I spoke with this morning, talking about this particular region of the country, telling me that the steel community, the commodities markets, are interpreting that CFIUS decision on behalf of Secretary Mnuchin and President Trump as a potential political tea leaf, so to speak, of getting back at China and saying and signaling to the Chinese that the president is going to be really focused on the steel industry and keeping out outsourcing of jobs overseas.
Okay, so right here, it's getting ready to. There's a little curve. It's trying to work up.
Well, and there are certainly some headwinds, weather for one being, you know, it's obviously going to be a little bit more difficult to get to the polls. But if this does flip blue...
But of course, we wanted to say the same thing on the 5 minute. The 5 minute though, look at that. It's kind of low, or like really low on the stochastic, touching the 20. So that tells me that the downtrend may not last too long.
Republicans are watching this very carefully because should Conor Lamb pull out that political victory, that upset of sorts tonight, it would signal that the progressive grassroots of the Democratic base is fired up for the midterms, and you could potentially see, according to the sources that I speak with, you could potentially see more Republicans in Washington, D.C. say, hey, wait a minute, I'm going to take a look at retiring because this is just the momentum would seemingly suggest. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. The polls are still open, and the Saccone campaign team is telling me that they're confident with how this is looking. But should there be that upset, a lot of Republicans are going to be recalculating and recalibrating their political...
Right here, you can see how it's consolidating right now here. So this is really good for us that it's consolidating, because that means it could switch to back towards an uptrend. We'll see if it does it though, because it was touching that line, but then it went back down. Basically what this line is, I just took the top and I just drew a line like that down top of a few stocks. That becomes my resistance. Okay, let's see in about 10 seconds how the 5 minute wants to react to this consolidation that it started. If it does any kind of reaction to it, it may be good. Okay, so on the 5 minute, looking like it may consolidate a little bit as well. We may have to wait to the next 5 minute one, but we may not. Just because it's crossing here now, and I want to see more of a confirmation. Okay, so it started good here. This is good. Stochastic is moving up pretty fast though. Okay. Should be actually 1603, 27 if I lose.
Sporting goods shares are plunging and on pace for the worst day of the year after a disappointing earnings report. Abigail Doolittle joins us with details. What's behind the poor performance?
Yeah, this stock is really down on its worst day since August of last year, and behind it a weak quarter. They missed top line estimates, they missed bottom line estimates, same store sales missing again. Let's take a look at this because it does stand out, even though they've been troubled more recently over the last couple of years.
Excuse me.
G-hashtag BTV7707, and we see this is the second down quarter of same store sales in a row, and despite the fact that they have had lots of competition online from Nike, from other stores, we see that over the last few years, comps have mainly been up. This is the first double back-to-back set of down comps since the financial crash, 2008 and 2009, and again, competition from online, Nike, plus apparently there was tepid demand for basketball shoes. Who knew that could really affect a quarter, but apparently it did.
What about their recent ban on assault-style rifles?
Yeah, so it's unclear what the effect of that will be on their business, but there is some reason to think that their ban of assault-style rifles plus limiting selling firearms to
those who are 21 or older could actually be a business decision because their core customer is a younger population, so perhaps appealing to some of those high school students. But, you know, if we take a look at the broader picture, something
Okay, I'm going to wait till the 5 minute.
Gross margins, if we hop back into the Bloomberg, we are going to see that gross margins have really been on the decline. This is the Bloomberg Intelligence Earnings Analyzer. But CEO Ed Stack, he did say that product innovation, private labels should help margins. So if that does happen.
It's only a minute and a half, so.
Alright, Abigail Doolittle with our stock of the hours. Thank you. We're switching gears now, Sherry. We're going to move to Detroit, I believe.
Yes, and to autos. We have to use that. Switching gears to autos. General Motors is planning an Airbnb-type program for cars. According to people familiar with the matter, the pilot program will enable owners to rent out their vehicles when they aren't using them through their Maven car sharing unit. Joining us now is Bloomberg's Detroit bureau chief David Walsh. David, so this is just another move towards a mobility company instead of just a manufacturer.
All right, GM's looking to kind of be the Airbnb of cars, right? Airbnb lets people rent their homes out like it's a hotel. Now GM is looking at, well, you can use your car as a revenue generator. You can rent it out to somebody when you're not using it, make a little bit of money, defray your payments, and GM gets a little bit of money because you're using it on their Maven network, and if it works, it should work out for everybody.
So, I mean, obviously it will be a tiny little segment of anybody's profit margin or anybody's profits, David, but how would it eat into something like a Zipcar?
Okay, we get about 15 seconds till the next 5 minute candlestick starts.
Instead of like Hertz or Avis renting it out for days at a time. Actually, Avis owns Zipcar. Maven does this as well. Maven already works like Zipcar. They will rent cars out to somebody like you and I who just wants to rent a car out for a few hours, or they will rent them to drivers for Uber or Lyft.
Started up here, which is good. Started here, it's good.
Because Maven has this network in 17 cities where you can easily put somebody's personal vehicle on that network and let somebody else rent it.
Little red for a second.
On one side, GM's got the network. On the other, they've got millions of owners out there who've been buying GM cars for years, who they already talked to for warranty work, repair, service, you name it.
Little red.
They can send out mailings or email and say, hey, why don't you put your car on our Maven network, and we can try to help you get some revenue and defray the cost of owning your car. And this is important, too, because GM doesn't own the car. They don't have to deal with the asset on the books. They don't have the depreciation. They're not maintaining it because it's owned by an individual.
Yeah, I was going to wonder, though, when I first heard of this, I thought, what happens if you borrow one of their cars, get into a car accident? What's the liability issue here? How far does GM have ownership and responsibility over these cars?
Yeah, it's a good question. And they haven't worked out all of the details yet. There are a couple of companies that already do this. There's GetAround and there's Turo. These are both startups who are already doing this in the U.S. Turo is a bigger one. Some of the big car companies already invest in both of those companies. So it's being done. It's out there. They may carry their own insurance. It may be on the insurance of the car owner themselves. Now, the details aren't totally worked out on how GM is going to do this, but the business already exists. There's even a third company called Rhinestone.
I don't know why GM wants to do that. I'm not lending out my Camaro to anyone.
So these things are coming. It's a question of whether consumers are going to want them, and if GM is one of the more successful players as this kind of thing grows looking down the line.
Why do this, David? Why bother? I mean, to some extent, aren't you cannibalizing from potential car hiring from your network? I presume margins are tiny for GM, right? It's the owner of the car.
See, it's consolidating here. That's why I was waiting, because it was red. I'm waiting to consolidating, so thing is, like, it's still consolidating as the stochastic is going down.
They want to just rent a car for a few hours, and they're figuring they may as well participate in this rather than let somebody else take the business. If consumers 5-10 years from now in greater numbers start to give up ownership in favor of just buying transportation when they need it. A lot of these things are experiments too. Right now, this whole peer-to-peer car sharing, as they call it, the Airbnb of cars, pretty small business. It's been growing, but it's still kind of a niche. It may end up being big 5-10 years from now. It may not. And GM is, like a lot of other players out there, just experimenting with what might work, and they want to be in the game and try different things with that Maven network and see what happens with it.
And they're experimenting with self-driving cars as well, so how far along are they?
Well, the self-driving cars, they're going to start next year with a robo-taxi business, probably in San Francisco. So they've got Chevy Bolts, which are electric cars. They drive themselves. And you tap an app, and this self-driving car will pick you up. And, they're pretty far along with it. They're probably further along than most. Google's Waymo is certainly the leader, and then after that you've got GM, Daimler, and some other big car companies who've got pretty good technology there. But GM will be one of the first who's piloting a robotaxi business.
Well, looking forward to that. I can't drive, so this will be great news for me. David, thank you so much. Bloomberg's Detroit Bureau Chief David Walsh.
It's time now for our latest Bloomberg Business Flash. Look at some of the biggest business stories in the news right now. Amazon is now trying to dominate the office supply business. According to people familiar with the matter, the world's largest online retailer will offer a credit card to small business customers in the U.S. who shop on its website. Amazon is said to be in talks with banks, including JP Morgan Chase, about a co-branded credit card. Private equity firm KKR is considering a sale or an IPO for British-based Cognita Schools. According to people familiar with the matter, Cognita could be valued at about $2.8 billion. Cognita has 68 schools in 8 countries. And Volkswagen has secured $25 billion in battery supplies for its aggressive push into electric.
See, it didn't go down too much, and the stochastic dropped a lot, so it could really help curve it. Today it's been more of a waiting game than any other day, I feel.
Part of our sourcing and procurement strategy. We're not just buying from tier 1 manufacturers, but we try to secure the provision of raw materials for the tier 1s at reasonable prices.
Volkswagen CEO there. And that is your latest Bloomberg Business Flash.
Coming up, a brave new era in energy markets. We'll take a look at fundamental shifts in the oil market next. This is Bloomberg.
Alright, if we're not in by 9 o'clock in 9 minutes, then I'm gonna end the stream there. And then let's see if we can get better luck tomorrow. Today is just struggling. Kind of trying to bottom out there though.
This is Global Markets. I'm Sherry Ann.
And I'm Bonnie Quinn. Oil prices edging down today after a fleeting move higher. It's a fresh sign rising U.S. shale production is putting a cap on prices. Our next guest says there's a structural shift afoot in energy markets. Michael Kern is the global energy strategist for RBC Capital Markets. So, Michael, I do want to start first, though, with the idea that there's a correlation between how the S&P 500 is trading and oil prices, and that it's just been phenomenal, this correlation over the last while. Does that continue?
Right. So when you look at what's happening in other markets, call it the dollar, call it the S&P, so equities, call it oil markets, we have seen significant correlation over the last little while. But
And it continues to drop.
Oil market, because of this fundamental framework
perspective, we do believe that the backdrop for the oil market is actually looking quite constructive. When you look at global oil demand, looks very strong. OPEC's compliance levels remain very high. We're running down inventories at a very rapid pace on a global basis. And then, of course, we are seeing some supply disruptions on a global basis as well.
Does it give the rise to the threat of a supply gap?
Well, I think it does, in the sense that when you think about the gap that we've all been anticipating over the course of the next several years, there's this idea that we like to talk about that we call phantom liquidity. So in the sense that you have a lot of liquidity that's in the front end of the curve. When you look out to the term structure, so the forward curve, what you have is a lot of this liquidity.
It's not yet a good buy.
So while you still see prices out the long-term portion of the curve, it's anchored at a very low price. So WTI prices for calendar 2020 time period is pricing at about $52.
So Chevron's about to hit right where I sold it. So I sold it at 117.34 and now it's at 117.37. Even though it did hit 18 earlier. Okay, so here it's trying to curve back up. 5 minutes. Tells me no though. So I'm not going to.
Lots of oil coming online though from various countries too, right, Mike?
Right. I think most notably right here in the U.S. I think the key thing here is when you look at the U.S. and you look at how U.S. shale is completely disrupting the global oil market, we've seen that over the past several years with shale ramp up. The second thing here is not just the shale production story. The U.S. is certainly not just a one-trick pony in this oil market, but what we've seen is a second leg of the shale revolution.
Chevron's lower than where I sold it, so I think it's going to go down a little bit and then it will come back up.
Global trade and competition and market share. So for example, when you look at the U.S. and China, what we've seen is 3 years ago, the U.S. would export 0 barrels to China. Why? Because we had a U.S. crude export ban.
I think Amazon is going to go down a little bit more.
400,000 barrels a day to China every single day. So from that perspective, we think that the US
Sellers are kind of coming in heavy.
of the global oil market. Anything you want, we have it right here in the U.S.
Yeah, I love how you call it the Walmart. What happens with the steel and aluminum tariffs? Could they disrupt the oil market?
Right. So the way we look at it right now is we have difficulty seeing any sort of spillover in terms of tariffs being applied to crude coming into the U.S. And the reason why is because when you look at the U.S. on the energy front, we all like to talk about how we're getting closer to U.S. energy independence. But when you actually look at the math, in the U.S., we produce 10 million barrels a day of crude oil. We still import 7.5, 8 million barrels a day. On a good day, we export 1.5. On a great day, we export 2.5.
What about oil infrastructure, like pipeline?
That's right. So in terms of thinking about the tariffs that we saw last week, this is tangential to the oil market because it does make infrastructure, it does make pipelines more expensive. But in terms of the actual oil market, we have a difficult time seeing tariffs being put on that because the U.S. is still a major net importer of crude oil.
You talk about phantom liquidity. What is phantom liquidity?
It is just a simple idea that this oil market has changed very drastically over the past number of years. And we like to talk about how we're in a new era in the oil market. We're not just talking about shale, etc., but the real commoditization or the financialization of the global oil market in the sense that the traders in this oil market have shifted quite significantly. What you've seen is the hedging tenors from producers and consumers have really narrowed as well. So there's a lot of liquidity in this oil market, as always, but it's all anchored near the front end of the curve. So thinking about where your algos trade or your black boxes trade. When you think several years out, what you see is liquidity's really dried up in the sense that 5 years out, liquidity is roughly half of what it used to be, whereas in the front end, what we've seen is liquidity is now 7 times higher than where it used to be. So there's a shift in liquidity here.
I'll leave it there. Michael Tran, RBC Capital Markets Global Energy Strategist. Thank you.
And still ahead on Bloomberg Balance of Power, we'll be following the fallout from Rex Tillerson's departure.
Trying to curve here a little bit. We got 2 more minutes till the 5-minute though. kind of consolidating a little bit here. Let's see how it does right at 9. Otherwise I'll end the stream and then I need to go to the DMV and stuff. Gotta renew my license. Kind of just waiting to see. We got about 20 seconds. And Bank of America's dropped a lot too. I think most of the market is just kind of hurting right now. The Dow is still up for the day, but it's dropped a little bit. Oh, and Amazon hit below 1600. Crossed here for Bank of America. Maybe I'll give this a couple more minutes. This is a good start right here. $73 there is a support though. I mean resistance right now. Alright, so I think I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Yeah, not much is happening right now, so I'm gonna end it. Alright, on that note, you know, it's better not to trade than to trade and lose. So we'll try again tomorrow. You all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.